Hello my loves, welcome back. My name is Izzy and today we have a 360 hip opening flow for you to release tension and feel good. So let's practice. Coming to the knees, or if that doesn't feel comfy, come to your own comfortable seat. Place the palms face up on the legs. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Drop the shoulders. Drop into presence. Right away, notice the inflow and outflow of the breath. See how quickly you can surrender and drop in to presence. And then blinking open the eyes, walk the fingertips forward. So to bring the heart space down to the earth, Balasana, extended child's pose. Breathing into the heart space, feeling grounded. And then walking the hands off the left-hand side of the mat, perhaps placing right hand on top of the left. Sit back into the right hip and feel that space. And walking the hands over to the right-hand side, perhaps placing the left hand on top of the right. Sit back into the left hip and feel that stretch down the left side body. Walking the hands back to center, and then we'll come up to tabletop position. And right away into our cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, open the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open the belly. Exhale, round the spine and come back to neutral. Tuck the left toes under, extend the left leg and draw it out to the side. Ground through that left sole of the foot. And then once again, move through those cat-cows. Inhaling and exhaling to open and contract and start to feel that stretch on the inside of the left leg. Perhaps closing the eyes, allowing the awareness to draw inwards as you really feel out this movement. And drawing the left knee back in, we'll tuck the right toes under, extend the right leg, and then draw it out to the side, ground through the right sole of the foot, and move into your cat-cows. Maybe close the eyes right away as you start to follow the sound of your own breath through this spinal articulation, while also opening up through that right hip. Breathing deep and coming back to neutral, and then tucking that right knee back in. From here, drop the elbows right underneath the shoulders, walk the knees back, start to drop that heart space to the earth, perhaps coming to the chin or the forehead, and once again, breathe into that heart space, opening through the belly and rocking the tailbone up towards the sky. On the next inhale, leave the forearms where they are. Start to lift the chest, tuck the toes under, and lift the knees, tucking that tailbone down, forearm plank. For just 2 breaths, inhale for 1, exhale for 1, inhale for 2, exhale for 2, dropping all the way to the belly. Leave the forearms where they are and start to draw up through the crown for Sphinx pose. So the pubic bone is pressing into the earth and the heart space is open here. Breathing deep. And then lower all the way back down to the belly. Draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Press up to your plank. And then come all the way. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal through the knees. Take any movement that feels good. Opening up through the shoulders. And then coming to stillness. Inhale to look forward, bend the knees, and walk to the top of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Grab opposite elbow, swing side to side, allow the weight to roll off the spine. And then dropping the hands, bend the knees, and roll all the way up to standing, vertebra by vertebra. Crown is last, shoulders roll away from the ears, standing mountain Tadasana. From here, bring the palms together in front of the heart space. Inhale to lift the fingertips to the sky, slight back bend. Exhale, slice it down the middle, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, extend the crown to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Then just step the right foot back, drop the right knee, sweep the fingertips forward and up for crescent lunge, opening through the front of that hip crease. Bring the palms together in front of the heart and then open out to the right hand side of the mat. So the heel of that left foot, that bent leg, might need to come up here. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure those right toes are drawing up towards the sky. And twisting back to face the front of the mat, low lunge. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, press into the palms, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, belly to the mat, tuck the toes under, press up to your plank, and come straight to downward facing dog. And the next inhale, lift the right leg up high for three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it on through, drop that back knee and sweep the fingertips up for crescent lunge. Sink into those hips. Palms come together down to the heart and then we twist out to the left-hand side. Remember drawing those left toes now up towards the sky. And then coming back to face the front of the mat, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Uttanasana, forward fold. Palms come together. We lift the fingertips up to the sky and then down to the heart. Take a deep breath. And then inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the right toes back and left toes back to plank pose and then come straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it there in plank. Then start to extend that right leg out to the left-hand side of the mat. Left fingertips draw to the sky for fallen star pose. So we're sort of in a side plank with that bottom leg extended. Start to sit the bum down until we're in this kind of wide-legged seat. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, start to fold forward, walk those fingertips forward. You don't need to come far at all, but once again, make sure the toes are reaching up towards the sky. Start to walk those fingertips back towards the body. Tuck the right heel in, place the right hand down next to the hip, and then press the hips up and forward. Reach those left fingertips back for a baby wild thing. Pushing forwards through the hips and then sitting back down, twisting back to the front of the mat. Maybe lift that right leg back up to three-legged dog and then replace it downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose, stay in plank and then extend that left leg to the right hand side of the mat. Right fingertips up towards the sky, fallen star. Start to sit the hips down, come to your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, walk it forward. Toes reaching up to the sky the whole time, keeping that external rotation in the legs. From there, walking the fingertips back towards the body, this time tucking the left heel in. Left hand comes outside the left hip and we sweep those right fingertips back as we push the hips forward, opening through the front of the hips. Sitting it back down, coming back through that plank. Maybe lift that left leg up to three-legged dog, then place it back down. From here, drop the knees out wide, toes to touch, sit the hips back and come back for your extended child's pose. Balasana, come back to your breath. Draw the attention inward, perhaps notice how the hips feel. On the next inhale, come back up to all fours. Walk the knees about hip width apart and then start to walk the hands back towards the legs and rise up in this kneeling position. Bring the hands up behind the small of the back and then start to push the hips forward as you open through the heart and look up. Preparing for camel, really engaging the glutes here and then rise back up. Maybe you stay with this variation, or maybe as you lean back, you draw the hands to the heels. Remember, this whole time we're really engaging through the glutes, so we're pressing forward through the hips, really opening up through the front of the hip creases here. Breathing deep all the while. Coming back to your breath. Don't hold your breath in this pose. And then come all the way out. Untuck the toes, come to the knees, flip the palms, close the eyes. Breathe deep. Notice the breath. Notice the sensations, the change in energy flow. And then swing the legs to one side, bring both legs out in front, soles of the feet on the earth, knees bent, and start to fold over the legs. No need to push or force here, just feel the body held by its own weight. Then start to rise back up, place the palms behind the hips, bend the knees, and windshield wiper left to right. Just one last loosening after all that opening in the hips. And scooching the bum forward, come all the way down onto the back, draw the knees into the chest, give yourself a big hug, rock side to side. Draw the arms out in a big Texas T and allow the knees to fall to the right, head looks over to the left. Breathe into the ribs. Exhale to feel that twist. Inhale, bring the knees back through center. Exhale, knees to the left, looking towards the right. Breathing into the ribs and feeling the release in this twist. Inhale, knees back to center. One last squeeze. Draw the nose to the knees. Squeeze everything in. Inhale. Exhale, release. Extend one leg and the other. Palms face up. Tuck the shoulders underneath the heart space. One more deep inhale. In, fill the belly. Exhale, completely release the weight of the body. From here, allow yourself to slip into the role of the observer, noticing any sensations in the body without attaching, just observing. Draw the palms together, thumbs up to the third eye. Express some gratitude for your practice, for taking the time to fill your own cup so that you can better pour into others. It was an honor to share this practice with you today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you soon.